afterwards about the campaign. So thank you to Indivisible for inviting me here to speak today and for having this joyous occasion for all of us to celebrate the right to vote. It's a shame that we couldn't have done this last year on the 100th anniversary, but it's quite timely that we are here today because voting rights, as we all know, are under attack. It is really important that we participate in all of the events that Indivisible has and that we are supporting Indivisible as much as we can because the work that they all are doing is fundamental to our democracy. Getting people registered, getting people to vote is a fundamental part of a democracy. It's the only way democracy works. So thank you to Indivisible. I think we all owe them a round of applause. When I think about denying someone the right to vote and what possible justification there could be to deny someone this fundamental right in a democracy, it's fear. Any justification, any reason is based in fear. And that fear is that the status quo will be threatened, that there will be a shift in power. And in a democracy, the way we do change the systems of power is by voting. So it is really important that we get out to vote and that we use the vote to get the people out of office who are moving us backwards in time, who are taking away our rights instead of moving us forward where we need to go. So, thank you. In order for a democracy to truly represent us all, we all need equal access to the vote, to the ballot. And so it is just so encouraging that all of you are here, and it is encouraging that we are continuing to fight for voting rights and not be complacent. Many people feel like we're at a place where everybody has access and the right to vote, and we know now that that is not true. So we need to organize, and we need to fight back in the ballot, on the ballot, in the voting booth, on the ballot box. We know that in Iowa, this has already happened. While we were all sleeping, our elected leaders voted to restrict access to the ballot, restrict access to voting. They also voted to make it harder for our teachers to teach true, rich, diverse history, the true, rich, diverse history of the United States of America. And they voted to make it hard for us to have diversity training. And so it is incumbent upon us to vote these people out of office. We also need to be sure that we are supporting leaders, supporting candidates who know what it means to move us forward and who do not support the people who are trying to move us backwards. This is not only in a federal election, this is in our state leaders, and it's our local leaders. We need to be sure that we are researching our candidates and that we know which candidates want to move us forward in time and not take us back to a time where we are fighting for the right to access the vote. Democracy is dependent upon this. We all need access, whether you're a woman, whether you're a person of color, whether you're LGBTQ, whether you work the night shift, whether you work during the day. Everybody needs to be able to access the ballot, and we can't sit around and be complacent and expect that is going to happen. While we know it's right, not everyone stands up for what is right. So I encourage you all to be sure you're registered, to get your neighbors registered, to know your candidates. It's critically important that you know your candidates because this is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
I encourage you on November 2nd, of course, to vote Amara for CR, because this is what I stand for, and I hope to see you all next year as one of the leaders who's going to move us forward, not backwards in time.
Yeah.